A possible shakeup at the Richland County Election Office. Today we learned two more top leaders plan to leave, including the interim director, Terry Graham. This comes less than a week after Director Alexandria Stevens announced her resignation. Now, after announcing plans to leave, Graham realized there would be no one left in the office who could run the upcoming November election. So after a 20-minute meeting with the Richland County Legislative Delegation today, Graham changed his mind.
I know I submitted my resignation on yesterday, but I'm rescinding my resignation to stay on as the deputy director until the first of the year, January.
The legislative delegation appoints the elections commissions, who in turn hires its elections director. If Graham had not changed his mind, then the delegation would have had to start from scratch just 77 days away from the upcoming November election. We could get some answers tomorrow into what the Election Commission plans to do in the future. That's when the Richland County Board of Elections will meet. It's at 5 o'clock, and they will be discussing those personnel issues.
Election issues in Richland County date back to at least 2012. That's when all of Richland County's votes were recounted, and a judge ordered SLED to seize all electronic voting discs and all paper ballots. Machines malfunctioned, and there were not enough voting devices at polling places, which led to long lines and wait times as long as 6 hours. The votes were recounted by the State Election Commission, and no employees with the Richland County Election Commission could help in that recount. There was also an audit of the election results. Then Director Lillian McBride resigned on January 12th of 2013. In 2019, Governor McMaster fired the entire Richland County Board of Voter Registration and Elections weeks after it revealed that there were more than 1,000 votes not counted in the November 2018 election.
We also learned today that many of the people who worked the polls during the June primary in Richland County weren't paid on time. In fact, as of this afternoon, some still have not been paid. News 19's Nate Stanley has those details.
Because we didn't get them paid, we dropped the ball.
55 days after Richland County held its primary runoff election, some workers have yet to be paid for staffing the polls. On Tuesday, Terry Graham, the deputy director in the election office, explained what went wrong.
Poll workers that didn't get paid through some unfortunate error that we made, didn't have someone, a backup or a person to take on that role while that person was out sick.
Graham said the county had to bring back a former employee to help fix the issue. Terry Shoup was one of the poll workers that worked this summer and received a late paycheck. She says she didn't get money until August 11th. She says disorganization and mistakes were common in Richland County during her time.
I mean, I'm not shocked because they don't want to have to deal with the workers.
She adds there was often miscommunication between the election office and poll workers. That, coupled with late paychecks, makes Shoup question whether she will be back for the election in November.
I'm not sure I'm going to be working in November, that's for sure. There's a lot of us that aren't sure that we're going to be working.
However, not all poll workers had bad experiences. Susan Carson Lambert has worked 3 elections in Richland and says most issues have been resolved and a vast majority of workers come out on election day for reasons other than a paycheck.
I can't complain about my end of things. It was well organized both from the beginning to the end. People don't do this for the money. They do it because they want to make a difference.
Tyler Pearson is a registered voter in Richland County. He still plans to vote in the next election, but the news of problems from within the elections office make him worry about the election in November.
I guess it lowers my confidence in it since there's all this bad stuff going on with the elections.
Graham says a possible solution to potential understaffing lies within pay incentives, which is why he wants to add $30 a day to what poll workers and clerks got in June.
We have to add some extra incentive for those people that got a bad taste in their mouth.
Reporting in Columbia, Nate Stanley, News 19 WLTX.
And Graham adds that the remaining poll workers who have not gotten their money should get paid by the end of this week.